Truly feels in some ways a binary call for the energy sector. Joe Biden in particular has very ambitious climate goals. He wants to invest over $2 trillion over 4 years in clean energy, for example. He has said he will transform the oil industry.
I would transition from the oil industry, yes.
Oh,
I will
that's
transition.
A big statement.
It is a big statement because it has to be replaced by renewable energy over time. And I'd stop giving to the oil industry, I'd stop giving them federal subsidies.
Now, the big fear is the ban on fracking, which is responsible for like 95% of all the oil that we get out of the United States. That probably won't happen, but these things could. You could probably end new drilling on federal lands, more penalties for methane emissions, stronger water management, slower pipeline approval. Why do we care about that? It raises the cost of capital for these companies. It means drilling one well is going to cost more, which means a lot of wells may not be drilled and become less economic for some of these companies. Now, Biden's view is in very stark contrast to what we're typically seeing when it comes to President Trump, who's been a big supporter of the industry.
We're here today to celebrate your incredible achievements. We're also here to send a clear message to the zealots, radicals, and extremists trying to shut down your industry and to make America subservient to foreign producers. We will never again be reliant on hostile foreign suppliers. We will defend your jobs. We will defend the Lone Star State.
Now, President Trump has done a lot of work when it comes to Russia and Saudi Arabia on oil, but when it comes to jobs in the oil industry here in the U.S., it might be a different story. This shows those employees in the oil and gas extraction sector, and the industry lost about 48,000 jobs in 2 years, and that's even before COVID hit and before we saw negative oil prices. Now, hanging over all of this is the energy transition, which potential President Biden is going to accelerate. The issue is that may already be happening whether companies like it or not. So this is the TXCT. It's the white line for those on radio. It is outperforming the S&P. That white line is the renewable energy and clean technology index. That has been beating the S&P on a normalized basis all the way since November of 2019. Those trades starting to be priced in as oil, it contributes less to GDP, as energy contributes less to the S&P.